This is the Skull and Mortar Kitchen, and today we are going to make a basic smoked chili. We got our hamburger meat browning in the same pan that we are going to smoke it in. We want to, no sense in doing extra dishes, right? Plus we want to collect all the fat and fond down there. We got a simple, basic diced onion. We're going to go ahead and drop that in on top of this meat. And we're going to hit it with a little bit of gravestones just to get that flavor pumping. All right guys, this is exactly what I'm looking for. The meat is done, but it's not overcooked. We are starting to get some translucency to those onions, so they're not overcooked either, which is good because they are gonna have a long time in the heat. Now, the next thing we're gonna do is add our beans. Guys, now I know that there are gonna be some of you out there who say it's not real chili if it has beans in it. That's fine. The majority of the world uses beans. Cook it however you want. This isn't a Texas Red contest, guys. Also, guys, you can use whatever beans you want. I like to throw all kinds of random beans in mine, but for today, we're gonna keep it pretty basic. We're gonna go with 1 can of black beans, and I'm gonna pour the bean goo in and everything. You can drain yours if you want to. Again, that's up to personal preference.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Personal preference. I know some people don't like it, some people do. And we're gonna add some chili beans. I'm just had like a Stone Cold Steve Austin level explosion there. We're also gonna add some dark red kidney beans. Bean goo in. And now we have 2 cans of diced tomatoes. We're also gonna throw the lid in there apparently. Who doesn't like a little bit of lid in their chili? See if I can get this out of here without maiming myself, seriously injuring my phalange. Guys, now it's time to talk about seasonings. So guys, we're not gonna get too crazy out of the gate, right? For me, chili is about the long game. It's gonna be on there for a long time. You wanna introduce flavors over time, right? So we're gonna start off with some gravestones. We're gonna do a tablespoon, and then we're gonna dump that everywhere while we're doing it, because if we're not getting it on the floor, what are we actually doing with our limes? Next, we're gonna hit it with a tablespoon of that OG barbecue rub from Skull and Mortar. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hop over to Hey Grill Hey, and I'm gonna use some of their Fiesta rub. I really like the pepper flavors in here, and I like the kind of Mexican kind of touch it has to it, the Latin flavors. And speaking of which, Sazon, that's a secret ingredient to all good chilies. Well, at least mine. And again, another big ass tablespoon. So that's all we're gonna do for now. All right guys, now that is all we are gonna do. We're gonna mix this up. And again, we are gonna do several spice dumps throughout. So stay tuned for that. We're gonna check it about every hour and a half. It's gonna go out on my auto acorn with some pecan wood, pecan. You guys tell me how you say it. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna head out, get it on 225 degrees with some pecan wood. And we're gonna check it about an hour and a half when we're gonna do our next spice dump. Holler. Was that pretty? Look at that. You guys didn't know I could do that. Guys, it's been an hour and a half, so now we're gonna do our first dump. This here is my custom chili powder seasoning. Now you can use any chili powder you like. This is just what I like. This is what I like, so this is what I use, right? We're gonna hit it with another tablespoon of that gravestones. Another tablespoon of the Sazon seasoning. Got that chili going, looking good. You can smell that smoke. Again, we're just gonna mix that on in there. The only thing that sucks about smoking chili is you are definitely gonna gunk up your pan a little bit. That old Dawn can't take care of. Again, we'll check it in 2 hours. All right guys, for dump number 2, we're going right back to our custom chili pepper blend. 1 tablespoon of a basic AP seasoning, and another tablespoon of that OG rub from Skull and Mortar. Now we're gonna take this, throw it in the smoker, mix it all up, and we're gonna give it about another 2 hours before we check it again. Guys, we have pulled our chili. It's been 6.5 hours. Now, the good thing about chili is you can literally let it go for way longer or way less. It's up to you. So you can fit it in your time frame. The longer you let it go, the more robust and dynamic those flavors are gonna be. And speaking of dynamic, that's why we did the spice dumps the way we did it. Several intervals throughout the cook so we can continue to introduce those flavors and to build upon what we've got. Take a look at this, straight off the smoker. We did leave the fat in from the meat. That fat is flavor. So this is gonna be a nice wet chili. If you want yours thicker and pastier, let it cook down more, maybe take some of the juices out, but I like mine to be this consistency here. And again, you can put whatever toppings you want on here. I like to put onions and jalapenos sometimes. Let's get a big old creamy bite of that. It smells good. You can smell that smoke. Guys, the dynamic flavor with all those spice dumps, it's very deep, it's wonderful. It's hitting hard on a cool day, you know what I'm saying? The smokiness, the robust flavor is just phenomenal. You can taste that meat, you can taste the spices, the cheese, the sour cream. Guys, this is a good basic chili. And it's made even better by the smoke from the smoker. The key takeaway from this, when you're learning how to cook chili, is you want to spread out your spice dumps. That is what is gonna take your regular chili from basic ass chili to a bomb ass chili. So, hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. If you liked it, I'm on Twitch, Skull and Mortar. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, everything, Skull and Mortar. Check us out, skullandmortar.com, get your seasonings, and we'll be back with a brand new video very soon. So after we get you looking dope as possible in your Skull and Mortar t-shirt, we gotta get to the cooking. We might as well get that food tasting fly as possible with your Beach Bum Barbecue Rub, made exclusively by Skull and Mortar. It's award winning. It's gonna take your food from the bottom to the top. And after we sauce you up, we might as well rub you up, my friends, with that Skull and Mortar rub. That's right, don't be a pervert. We're not talking about that kind of rub up, my friend. We're talking about the rub that you put on your meat. Again, come on, dude. Have some class. Put this on your chicken, your pork, your beef, your fish. It doesn't matter, you can put it on anything. If you can find something you can't put it on, shoot me a DM because you'll literally blow my own mind. Check it out now at skullandmortar.com.